Terry Norris and Nathan Dreyer. Carlos Padilla is the referee.
And we take a peek at the rules here in Nevada as a brusher.
Okay, you're going to
brush for 8 rounds. You know the rules of boxing. The referee doesn't figure into the scoring. There is a standing 8 count here, but don't expect it to be used. They don't use it. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. No saving by the bell except in the final round, and the physician can stop the bout.
Scheduled for 8, and the bell brings him out for round 1. Nathan Dreyer in the light blue and Terry Norris in the bright red. Both of these guys have the capability of putting you away. If you'll recall, a moment ago we mentioned the fact that Dreyer had Lupe Aquino very much in trouble in the first round of their bout and admitted to us that he was stage struck. He said he looked around and he saw that he was on television. He got to thinking about that and forgot all about the fight he was involved in, and as a result, why, he never did really get on track after round 1, but he did have Aquino in trouble. And this young kid, Norris, who's the younger brother of Orland Norris, who will be headlining our card a bit later tonight, Dreyer's cautioned to bring him up. Well, he can whack him out pretty good. He's knocked out 6 guys. He's undefeated. He's 11-0.
Right now, Terry Norris is landing the left hook very well against Nathan Dreyer. And if there's going to be a punch that's going to do some real big damage for him right now, I think that hook is going to be it. They both wanted to start quick, so we'll see if there are a lot of fireworks early.
Dreyer in blue. Jab, and he comes to the body with a couple of good punches on Terry Norris. Ooh, pretty good looking right hand by Norris.
Excellent right hand. Terry's very quick, and it's not just the power, it's the fact that he delivers those punches so fast.
He weighed 152.5, and Dreyer came in at 154.5, so they are junior middleweight. Minute and a half remaining here, or we're halfway through round number 1.
I think you could say that Nathan Dreyer might be the toughest guy that he has faced so far in his pro career. We'll see if it equates that way, but off performance and the people he's fought, this will be the toughest guy Terry Norris has been in against.
Dreyer very busy, and Norris bangs away to the body. Would you believe that Terry Norris, as a youngster growing up, he and his brother in Texas, had 290 amateur victories, lost 4. His brother's numbers are even more astounding. We'll tell you about that a bit later on.
Of course, a lot of those probably novice fights, and
but they started as just kids.
Yeah,
My dad took them around to Smokers, Legion bouts, Knights of Columbus, the Elks, a Friday to Saturday. And
that's right. And I don't care who that's against. That many fights and that many wins is still impressive.
It is indeed. Lubbock, Midland, Odessa, the panhandle of the great state of Texas. Now they're operating out of San Diego. Overhand right by Dreyer.
And Dreyer's starting to find a home for that right hand. And he's settling down a little bit.
Seconds are ticking away as round 1 about to draw to a close. It's scheduled for 8 in the junior middleweight division. We'll be back after this. Terry Norris comes out to meet Nathan Dreyer, and it's round 2 of their scheduled 8-round go in the junior middleweight division. Both men throwing a lot of leather, but for the most part, a lot of missing out there, but a pretty good left by Dreyer, and he drives Norris back into the ropes, and he bangs away as he falls into the ropes, and Padilla, the referee, steps between him. He gave Norris the first round 10-9, Al Bernstein's scorecard.
I did, and boy, they're coming out now like they want to make the scoring academic. Nathan Dreyer very, very quick in coming out here in this this round and trying to get to Terry Norris.
Norris in red, good right hand lead scores for Norris. Watch his left hand, it's a busy one. Got a good left hook. Dreyer straight up and down in front of him, and both men miss with combinations.
Dreyer is getting the jab in fairly regularly.
Norris is undefeated. He's 11-0, and he has scored 6 knockouts. Dreyer fighting out of Phoenix with a less impressive record of 8-3, but 4 of his 8 wins have been knockouts.
And Terry Norris using the right hand. I thought the left hook might be more effective early for him, but he's getting the right home as well.
Minute 30 remaining here in round number 2. Scheduled for 8.
Come on, man. You gotta work. Come on, work.
The jab is just a little bit short, the one thrown by Dreyer. And Norris has been picking it off rather effectively.
Been a little better, though, in this round for Nathan Dreyer. Not landing all the time, but it's setting some things up for him. Dreyer's been sparring with Raleigh Williams, a fighter we've seen here on ESPN.
Got nailed with a solid right hand, and his knees buckled for a moment, and he's trying to regain his composure, if not shake the cobwebs out. Norris caught him with a right hand flush in the middle of the face.
You know, the difference between these two fighters is that Norris gets more into his punches. He's a little quicker, and he delivers them in a more compact fashion. Nathan Dreyer pushes his punches a little bit.
That right hand by Norris just did slide by. Left hand scores thrown by Norris. That right hand partially blocked, and Dreyer works to the body. We've got a half minute and counting down remaining here in round number 2. Well, this round has gone by in a hurry, is it not? I wonder, is that correct that time? Round 2 is indeed coming to a close, a very fast-paced one. We'll be back to see about round 3, but first we'll pause for this.
Norris, good straight right hand. Parries the jab. There's the right from Norris. Best punch in the last round.
Round 3, scheduled for 8 in the junior middleweight division. That's Nathan Dreyer in blue. In the red trunks is Terry Norris out of San Diego. Dreyer fighting out of Phoenix. Norris, the younger brother of the heavyweight who's headlining the card tonight, Orland Norris. Here's the way Al Bernstein has it totaled up after 2 rounds of competition. Well, got it dead even. You gave the second round to Dreyer.
Yeah, I did. Even though
he got hit with that right hand.
He did, and Norris landed some big shots. So now he's hurting Nathan Dreyer. But I thought Dreyer did more steady work. But right now it may be academic because Norris is hurting him.
And Dreyer staggered back, and the ring ropes kept him from falling right into our lap here. And now Norris just banging away with the right and throwing that left hand to the body and upstairs, and Dreyer is hurt and gets nailed again. Solid right on the jaw, and Padilla's looking at Dreyer very, very closely here in the third. Norris backing him up and just picking his spots now. Dreyer trying to cover up and regain his composure. Get back into this. He's got some solid shots from Dreyer, from Norris, and now throws some of his own, but they don't seem to have much bite to him.
Well, I wonder if Terry Norris didn't get arm weary, a little tired from all that flurry, because he had Dreyer in some trouble. I thought he was just being, big left hook. Not that time.
Dreyer is really hurt, and Padilla steps in and is going to stop it. Padilla steps in. That left hand by Norris, and just when it appeared that Dreyer might be able to survive the round and continue the fight, was just too much. Norris and a follow-up right, Dreyer back into the ropes, and Padilla quickly stepped in to stop it here in the third, and it's going to be knockout number 7 for Terry Norris, and his 12th win without a loss in his professional career. And he's a good-looking prospect, isn't he?
He really is. He punches in combination. He's got power. Just about everything you'd look for from a young fighter. And he took his time here. He got Nathan Dreyer in some trouble in that third round. Good left hook by Norris. And then right toward the end, it looked as if Norris was a little arm weary, and there's the left hook again. In that first round, he was landing that left hook, and I commented that that might be the one that would get to really beat his opponent, and that is exactly what happened. Nathan Dreyer couldn't cope with that left hand.
Oft times we're critical of the officiating. I thought Padilla stepped in at the exact right moment because Dreyer was really in a position to really get hurt. Outstanding officiating job. Let's go to Chuck Hull for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 33 seconds of the third round. Referee Carlos Padilla stops the bout. The winner by a TKO and still undefeated, Terry Norris.
Still undefeated.